Dear viewers, welcome to the YouTube channel H2O Chemistry. I'm your chemistry teacher Satya Narayanan. Children, I strongly recommend to see relative atomic mass video before we start this relative molecular mass. Then only you will know more about the relative meaning and what is the meaning of 1 AMU everything, so that you will find this session is so simple. Now, what is the meaning of relative? I told you the relative means comparing with other molecular mass. So, the molecular mass of a compound or element is compared with another so that we can find out the mass. Now, we know very well that all the molecules are made up of atoms. That may be a same kind or different kind. So every molecule have their own mass. The mass of a molecule of an element or a compound is compared in this case to the 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon atom, carbon 12 atom, exactly carbon 12 isotope. So the mass of molecule is measured in carbon 12 scale here. Carbon 12. So what are you comparing? We are comparing the molecular mass with 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon 12 atom. One carbon 12 atom. So let us go to the previous session. So you can look at this. One carbon atom is divided into 12 parts. One part is called 1 AMU. One part is called 1 AMU because in the carbon scale the lightest element is hydrogen. That is the reason it carry 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon atom. Got it? So we are going to compare the molecular mass with this. Now, how to calculate the molecular mass? We will see that first and then we will see the definition of it. Look at this. The sum of the products of the number of atoms in a molecule and their corresponding atomic masses is called molecular mass. Sum, we are going to add the products of number of atoms. So what are all the numbers? What are all the number of atoms we have? With that we are going to multiply the masses, atomic masses, and then we are adding all together to get the molecular mass. Let us go for this sulfuric acid case. Relative molecular mass of H2SO4 is equal to number of hydrogen. How many number we have? 2. Let us see, 2. And then atomic mass of hydrogen. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. We already studied this. And sulfur. How many sulfur we have here? 1. So the number of sulfur into atomic mass of sulfur. Atomic mass of sulfur is 32. Here it is 1. Come to the oxygen. Number of oxygen is 4. Right. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So the number of hydrogen is 2. Number of sulfur is 1. Oxygen is 4. So if you multiply this and add together, we get the molecular mass of H2SO4. We call sulfuric acid. We'll go to that. Easy. Look at this. Relative molecular mass of H2SO4 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1 into 32 plus 4 into 16. So 2 plus 32 plus 64, we have got 98. We have got 98. So 98 U is the molecular mass of sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Right. Now with this mass we are going to compare. So this is U, remember, 98 U molecular mass. Now come back to the definition. I told you this is a relative comparing with the 1 by 12th mass of one carbon atom. So can I say it is a pure ratio? So relative molecular mass is a ratio of mass of one molecule of a substance to the 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon 12. So this value is always 1 AMU. Right? So for H2SO4, mass of one molecule of a substance, we have calculated mass of H2SO4 is equal to 98. So that is The AMU we can write just one U also. So it is, we have just found out 98 U for the mass of H2SO4. So you just divide these two numbers. So 98 U by 1 U. So the answer is 98. So relative molecular mass of H2SO4 is 98. Both the unit get cancels. That's why it has no unit. It has a no unit. So it is a pure ratio. Hence it has a no unit. Right? Now you know very well about what is this definition. So relative molecular mass is mass of one molecule of one substance to the mass of 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon 12 isotope or atom. Right? So how do you say this? I can say one molecule of H2SO4 is 98 times heavier than 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon atom. Yes, if it is 1 AMU, it is 98 AMU. If it is 1 U, this is 98 U. It means this one molecule, mass of one molecule of H2SO4 is 98 times heavier than 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon 12 atom. Right? Okay, let us go to the next case, example number 2. H2, water molecule. The relative molecular mass of water. Now look at this number now, number of hydrogen into atomic mass of hydrogen. Similarly, you add it, we have two different atoms, so we have to add all these weights and number of atoms. So plus number of oxygen 1 into atomic mass of oxygen. That's what we have done. 2 into atomic mass is 1. Similarly 1 oxygen, so 1 into atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So 18U is the molecular mass of oxygen. Sorry, molecular mass of water molecule. Molecular mass of water molecule. Now go to the RMM. RMM, what it says? Mass of molecule divided by 1 by 12th. Mass of carbon 12 atom. So what is the mass of water molecule? 18U divided by, what is this otherwise called? Yes, 1U. So this is cancelled. So relative molecular mass of water is 18. Yes, 18. So how do you can express now? One molecule of water is 18 times as heavy as 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon atom. So let's go to the last example, that is calcium phosphate. So the purpose I have taken is this molecule has some different representation. Ca3, the whole bracket, PO4, the whole bracket twice. So this 2 is common to phosphorus and oxygen, not to this calcium, because this 2 is common only for phosphorus and oxygen. That's why we are given in bracket. So before we calculate the molecular mass, we have to multiply this number to inside so that we will get the whole numbers. So Ca3, there is no change in this. The phosphorus, one phosphorus we have inside, so 1 into 2, 2. So phosphorus is 2 and oxygen is 4 inside. So 2 into 4, 8. So this is a real number of atoms present in the molecule. So if you calculate like that, so the number of calcium into atomic mass of calcium plus number of phosphorus into atomic mass of phosphorus plus number of oxygen into atomic mass of oxygen. So we have 3 different kind of atom. That's why we are multiplying like this. So atomic mass of calcium is 40, so 3 into 40. Similarly, the number of phosphorus atom is 2, so atomic mass of phosphorus is 31, so 2 into 31 plus there are 8 oxygen atoms, so 8 into atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So if we calculate this, you have got 310U. 310U. So one molecule of calcium phosphate is 310 times heavier than 1 by 12th of mass of one carbon 12 isotope. Right? Now, if you express this relative molecular mass in grams, if the molecular mass of substance is expressed in grams, then it is called gram molecular mass. This area is very, very important, my dear children. Gram molecular mass. So as usual, we want to calculate the molecular mass. Okay. For example, my dear children, we have calculated the molecular mass of sulfuric acid is 98 grams. 98. So if we express in grams, it is called gram molecular mass. Similarly, we have calculated the mass of water is 18. Mass of water is 18. So if you replace U by G, it is called gram molecular mass of water. You can see 18 grams. The gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 grams. It means one carbon we have. So 1 into the atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus we have a 2 oxygen. So 2 into 16. So 12 plus 16, 12 plus 32. 2 into 16 is 32. 12 plus 32, the mass is 44 grams. Similarly, gram molecular mass of ammonia, we have 1 nitrogen. So 1 into 14, we have a 3 hydrogen. So 3 into 1, atomic mass is 1. So 14 plus 3, 17 grams. So 17 gram is the gram molecular mass of ammonia. If I don't mention this gram, right, this is simply called molecular mass of ammonia. The unit is U. We are replacing this U by G, and it is called gram molecular mass of ammonia. Similar case, gram molecular mass of HCl is 35.5 grams. Gram molecular mass of calcium phosphate, we have calculated, that is 310 grams. My dear children, I hope you have learned thoroughly. If you have any doubts, you can send me through comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Chemistry is so easy. Learn it. You can find it very, very simple.